Just an update for everybody. I had a horrible, like, early morning situation with Toby. Um, it, I felt it was really horrible. There was a video that was made. I was definitely crying. I was definitely very, very upset and very, very vulnerable and trying to figure things out. And um, essentially, last night, in the middle of the night, we got up every hour or two. Um, He got up by himself without me noticing at about 3, went into my shower stall and proceeded to have a, like, completely liquid blood poop of not a ton, but some, and drank a bunch of water and that I didn't know about. And then a little while later, about an hour probably, we went outside to go to the bathroom. And well, we went to the bathroom right away, but then about an hour later, we went outside again, and he ended up both having another diarrhea poop. I can't remember if it was blood, probably was, and vomited all the water. But I had also given him his second Zofran a little bit early because we were going to Auntie Nicole and Uncle Josh's house, and I didn't want him to feel like unwell and run out. And so it was at about the 12-hour mark from the time that I had given that second dose. And so I gave him another half of a Zofran, and he greatly relaxed and was able to really get some really, really solid sleep for about an hour before we had to leave. I contemplated whether I should be going to work. I contemplated whether I should be taking him to Mission Animal Hospital. I was racked with guilt and fear and all sorts of things. I say this so that, like, I'm transparent, and people who know me know that I'm just a very honest person. And so it was really, really hard. It's not that I don't trust his auntie. His auntie is one of the people I trust most in this world. I would trust her with my newborn. She's had lots of dogs. And so I brought him to her. He was very, like, sleepy and tired and didn't want to get up. And I carried him upstairs and all the things. Gave him another dose of his prebiotic antidiarrheal paste. At the same time, I gave him that half of a Zofran, and then got ready to go to work after laying with him for a while and really cuddling, and that was, like, so restful. I have only had one dog really, really personally close to me pass away in my memory. We had a puppy growing up, and he passed away when Abby was really little. That was like 2003. And I don't remember if I was there or not. Like, life was super busy, kids, getting married, all the things. But for Toby, we had adopted my father-in-law's dog when he passed away, and we had her for 2 years, and we got her healthier than she was, and we definitely just loved her and gave her the best last 2 years of her life. But I was also sitting right next to her on the couch during the pandemic. We knew she was struggling, and I was sitting right next to her on the couch when she passed, and she kind of did like a stretch, and I didn't realize, I just thought she was stretching. And then I was writing a text to my boss about how I might not be able to come to work, and all of a sudden I was just like, Sadie, and she had passed. Like, she had released her bowels, and it wasn't tons, but it was just so many things. And so I think there's still some trauma from that for sure. I'm very, very apprehensive about everything with him. I keep counting his breaths. I keep counting his heart rate. My 1 minute timer is on, like, fast and hard standby. And so ultimately, he did go to Auntie Nicole's. He did have a really good day. He wasn't super duper active. He was very, very restful. He spent lots and lots of time with Auntie Nicole cuddling. I cannot thank the kids enough for spending their first day of summer vacation supporting mom, and mom supporting me and Toby. And it was so grateful. And so he spent a lot of time cuddling. He didn't really eat anything. He had a little bit of water. He did have some mucus poop, which is great because that's better than water or blood. He has since had one for me this evening, which is great. He did have some watery ones in the later day for them. I went to work for the last day of the school year. I saw my coworkers. I was distraught when I got there and unhappy that like I had to leave him, but I was happy to see them. Couldn't talk about situations with him because it was too much. Was happy to see the students that were still there, get to say goodbye to them, get to sign a few more yearbooks. Ultimately, I really think it was really good for me. On the way home, made 2 quick stops because I don't know when I'm going to feel like I can leave him alone. So just getting like a couple things that I need in life to get by. So I made those stops. Stopped and got the kids ice cream and fruit bar treats, and really just got to their house, and we sat outside and he sat in my lap, and we had pickleballs and we had ice cream treats. This is like our first day of summer. I just got done with my last day of school. Just all the things. And it was really nice. We walked around the yard every so often, went to the bathroom, chose like the prickliest plants to poop on, which is just baffles me, but okay. Just had a really, really good time. It started to get a little overcast and possibly rain, so we packed everything up, went inside, played some Blooket. He just sat on the couch and cuddled next to me. We just really just spent like family time together, and just very like very calm. Josh got home from work early, which was nice. We all got to hang out, do things together. I so appreciate the friends that I have, the family that I have, the time that I get to spend with them, individually and as wholes. And so we were there until like 8 o'clock. I'm usually off at 2:15, and we were there until 8 o'clock. Then we made like some s'mores, the kids and I, with Auntie Mar's favorite Reese's peanut butter cups, which Y was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So just a lot of fun. And then eventually like Nicole and I just got to hang out on the couch a little bit and like TikTok scroll and laugh, and she was cuddling with him, and then eventually we just got ready to leave. And ultimately, like, he did have a really restful day. He's currently resting. He's had his probiotic dust capsule, another dose of his antidiarrheal probiotic paste. He has had his next dose of Zofran. He has an appointment at 8:30 in the morning. The total vet bill so far, besides the $210 that I paid for the emergency room visit the very first night,